Hi everyone, Kim here with Sunshine Creations and Crafts, and it arrived, my little mini drawer. I told you guys about this, I guess last week or so when I showed you the drawer set that I made my sister. Now, the one that I made my sister was bigger than this one, but that's okay. I still like this one. This is how it comes in a packet like this, and I got this off of Amazon.com. I may have to do this in two parts, but maybe not. So I just wanted to show you how it goes together, and it's a super cute gift idea. Let's set this aside and get started. I'm finding that the best glue for this is the quick dry adhesive. What you have here is you have your two sides that go like this, and then you have your back, you're on camera, the back side, and then the dividers that the drawers go into, and then the base. Now the way I've done it is I take my base and I put it down just like this, and I put the glue on the tab. And you can also put it here for extra hold. And it goes just like that. Then you want to go ahead and put your sides together. Now, I'm trying to remember how I did this last time that I thought, oh, I'm not going to do it that way. I think, put this aside, I'm going to lean that up against that while it dries. I'm going to make sure that I'm putting this on right. Okay, there we go. I'm going to put some glue on the side here. It really doesn't take too much. I don't know why I squirted out so much, but and a little bit here and a little bit here. I'll pull this back over. And that is going to go right in there. Now, if you want, you can get out some tape, washi tape, or any kind of tape really. I'm just going to wipe up this glue here so that when I paint it, it won't have big bumps on it. To hold it up, let me grab something I can wipe my hand with here. There we go. Now, the next thing I want to do is put in this side. Now this part's tricky. Let me get in the camera here because I'm going to lay it flat so you can see it. You're going to have your dividers for your drawers. So this piece is going to go like this. I've never done a video on making something like this, so I don't know if it's going to turn out that you're going to be able to see everything. Okay. And then we'll put that like that. So you have your two sides, your back, and your base. Now you have to put the drawers in. Because you've already set this down, this is the tricky part. You kind of have to move one drawer to the side. I'm sorry, move one side over. And I'm putting glue on both side tabs here. See how I'm going to have to kind of... I've tried this several different ways, but it's kind of tricky. So I'm going to put... Oh, actually, I'm going to put the bottom one in first. And the glue is still pretty wet, so you can manipulate it a little. I'm not going to put that all the way in. You see how I did that? Because I'm going to be moving it again. And this side. Little spaghetti string there, huh? And then this one. I'm going to leave it open just like that, and then I'm going to do this one. And I don't think I mentioned at the beginning of the video, this is a Kaiser craft product. And then just pop those in like that. See how easy that is? And how much fun and how cute is that? Alright, make sure it's all even Steven here. I'm kind of giving it some pressure, both pushing it in and down, so that it's going to dry good. Okay. Got a little bit of stick there. And there's my dog. Okay, I'm trying to find something I can set this on so it doesn't stick again. Now I'm going to put the drawers together. And I mentioned when I showed you the other one that I had done completed that it comes already scored. So you're going to fold these in like this, and you're going to glue the sides together like that. With a big bubble. I do like this glue though. You don't want to put too much. It doesn't really need too much. Kind of working with that little string there. And actually, I think it's supposed to go like this, but that's okay. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to wipe this just a little bit. I guess it doesn't help if I have it facing down, does it? And I may need to put a little bit more glue on that. And then I'm going to flip that over. Put some here as well. And I have not used the zip dry on chipboard before, but it may work. Let me grab it and I'll show it to you real quick. This here is the zip dry. Alright, and then this is going to go in here. And it is important that you get your drawers put together evenly so that they slide in and out in the correct way. We can see this one came apart, so we'll put that together and give it a little bit of pressure. Give it a couple seconds for the glue to dry. And then we have two more to do. Alright. See how simple that is? Alright, so let's do this real quick now that we've already done one. Just making sure I'm putting that on. So that glue's going to go here. And I'm going to put this one too. Give it some pressure. Oops. Now this is all going to be covered with paper, so, but you still want to kind of wipe it down so it's not too bumpy. I'm going to turn that up. Do this one as well. You know, I say this often, but when I put things together like this, I think to myself, gosh, whoever designed this was just so smart. Because this is really cool. I mean, like, personally designed it, not like the company Kaiser Craft, but... Okay. Making sure this bottom one is lined up. And that is our second drawer. Okay, if I only knew how to edit, I could do this quickly and speed it up. I'll get there. I've been checking into it. There's a couple of different software programs you can use for editing videos. Okay, flip that over. Notice I did it a little differently this time. So just proves that it does not matter what side you do first. Okay, and those are your 3 drawers. And I'm noticing this one is kind of coming apart. Okay, so let's bring this in. And there are your drawers. How adorable is that? Okay, that bottom one did not put that in good enough, so I'm going to re-glue it because it was not going in correctly. That's probably because I have it in wrong. It needs to be that way. Okay, that can dry on its own. Set that aside. Alright, so we're going to pull the drawers out, and I think I have enough time. I'm just about 10 minutes into the video to paint it. And I'm just going to paint this white. I'm actually going to be doing this in the Hello Kitty theme. And that is too big. Let's get a smaller one. If I have one. Yep. Oh. Fell on the floor. Okay. Now this is it's called Liquitex Basics, and it's acrylic titanium white. I got this in a set, that's why it's so tiny, but you can actually buy the larger tubes. And we're just going to put a coat of that on, which I may end up going and getting a larger tube just because I'm probably going to be doing a few of these, and I don't want to actually use up all my white that was in the set. I'm off camera. So sorry. Oh. Okay, so you understand what I'm doing here. It doesn't have to be a perfect paint unless you want it to, because this will be covered in paper. This in the back will not, but you will have some embellishments on it. So this I want to kind of make sure that it's not lumpy or anything. Great. Alright, and then we're going to go to the side here. We don't have to paint the drawers, but we can paint the dividers. And you don't have to paint it all white if you want to, you know, match up the paper, match up with the paper you're using. I didn't actually have a bright enough or the right color of pink for the Hello Kitty. So I couldn't use any pink. Kind of lost my train of thought there. Squirting out some more white. Now this side will be covered with paper, but the edges may not be all the way. So I'm just going to paint the edges. And I'm also going to paint the bottom because the bottom won't be covered with paper. So just the edges, that's all you need. The bottom you don't need. And then again, I'm just gonna, am I like right in the camera? Alright, and the edges here. And then the back as well. There'll be paper back here, so you don't need to paint the whole thing. Just need to paint the edges. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing here. Like I said, I haven't done a video where I'm painting something like this yet, so. Okay, and this paint dries really, really quickly. Now I'm just going to take a quick look. See some spots here that the paper will not be covering, that I want to get some paint in there. And go ahead and put an extra coat on this because that will not be covered with paper. Even after you get the paper on, if you want to put another coat, you can do that as well. Just kind of do a touch-up. Okay, I'm done with that. Alrighty, now I'm going to go ahead, since I'm about 15 minutes in, and just show you how I cut the paper to fit everything. So I have this that will fit the top of this, which I will glue down, and then I traced the edge here, and I'm going to be putting this here. I'm going to end up doing 2 videos on this, so a part 1 and a part 2. So that's going to go there, and then I have one for the other side, like so. And for the drawers, put that over here, I traced, before I glued it together, I traced that part, so I'm going to put that there. And then I have some other embellishments I'm going to do. So that's the beginning of the drawers. I'm going to let that sit and dry, and we'll do part 2 then. All right? Have any questions so far, just let me know.